each year more than 700,000 abused or neglected children move through the foster care system in this country.
And by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, you can fight for the rights of these kids during the most vulnerable time of their young lives and ensure that each child is well cared for and able to find a safe, loving, and permanent home. And Rick Semones is board president of Albuquerque CASA Incorporated. Welcome back, Rick.
Thank you very much.
Great to have you. And also we're happy to welcome Veronica Montano-Pilch, executive director. Good to have you as well.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Well, I want to talk about first, who are the court-appointed special advocates?
Albuquerque Court-Appointed Special Advocates is part of a nationwide network of 75,000 volunteers, people just like you and I and our viewers, people from all walks of life, who choose to advocate for abused and neglected children who have been removed from the home and placed in foster care.
So it's all-inclusive for anybody that wants to.
Yes, exactly.
Now, what would you say is the scope of the problem in New Mexico and Bernalillo County with abused and neglected children?
In New Mexico, there's about 2,000 children that have been, it's been confirmed that they've been abused and neglected. And
it's
it is. And
Well, we
there's
just had that story of the little boy, I mean, on the news with the who was found with his the beer can right in the streets.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
There's about 1,000 children that are being served by CASA volunteers in New Mexico, but there's still about 1,000 more children that need an advocate today.
So then what is the role of the CASA volunteer in court and in the life of the foster child? What's their role?
Well, sometimes it's difficult to understand the role of a CASA volunteer and the lasting impact that they have on a child's life. When a judge confirms that abuse and neglect has occurred and they appoint a volunteer to that case, a volunteer is that independent voice that makes recommendations back to the judge about what should happen with that child and what's in the best interest.
Wow, and that's
Stand up for them.
a very important voice to be heard. Now, there is a big event coming up. It's called the I Am for the Child Gala, and our KRQE anchor, Matt Morrow, is actually going to be emceeing it. Can you guys tell us more about the event?
We're very excited to have Matt helping us out. It is our first annual I Am for the Child Gala. It is at the Embassy Suites on April 13th.
Okay.
It is an art-themed event. We have some fantastic art from New Mexico artists and artists around the country. Our feature piece of art is an original painted pony done by local artist Mitzi Bauer.
Great.
And we're very excited to have her help us.
How is the money that's being raised helping CASA then?
Our greatest need is capacity building for our organization so that we can support more volunteers that Veronica can train to advocate on behalf of these children. So we need resources to support those volunteers.
Yeah, and I understand you're still accepting donations for the silent auction as well. So
Yes.
what and how can businesses out there contribute?
Well, people can go to casaabq.org at our website, and there they can find out how they can contribute to our silent auction.
Great.
How can they make donations, how people can volunteer. So they can go there, and for New Mexico, there's a huge need in New Mexico also. There's 16 CASA programs. People can go to nmcasa.org.
And that's CASA with a C.
C-A-S-A.
We're CASA with a K.
Yes,
You're
we're CASA with a
C.
C.
Just want to clear that one up.
CASA.org and find a CASA program in their county, because we all need to advocate for children.
Absolutely. What's more important than keeping children safe? I mean, really, ultimately, that's what we all want.
Right. Now, what about tickets to the gala? How can we get tickets?
Tickets sales are live right now at casaabq.org.
Okay.
And you can purchase them today.
Great.
You can buy a table and bring 9 of your friends as well.
How nice. And of course, all those details on the screen again. It's Saturday, April 13th, 6 to 10. Matt Morrow will be emceeing this event. It's going to be really a special night. And I also want to remind everybody one more time, I know you just said it, but let's tell them one more time how they can support CASA outside of just the event alone.
Well, we are continually seeking community professionals to sit on our board and serve in that capacity.
Okay.
To be leaders of this organization, to help us raise awareness in our community and attract attention to this problem.
Okay.
And we're having our next training session for volunteers starting July 8th. So people just need to go to our website again, casaabq.org, and they can volunteer.
And can you tell me one more time, what's involved with that?
They fill out an application. They have to go through background checks, and we have 40 hours of training.
Okay.
And then they get assigned a case, and then they have a peer coordinator follow them, because when you do get a case, it could be overwhelming because you're so excited about advocating for a child, but we'll help people through that process.
Gosh, thank you both so much for what you're doing. This is so important.
Thank you for having us
I know
here.
a lot of people out there appreciate it as well.
Thank you.